Lagi kita bakal masak.
Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it a I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding...
Huh? You don't want to be the Chising secretary anymore? But...
That's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, my Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Chising gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer? We're
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow! You Adepti...
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's
Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child.
Oh, Paimon went...
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top... When one was still taking care of her. One was
Wow!
plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she... The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real... So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One...
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve...
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, one cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst... One will tell you more about her, if you should permit. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her she should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong, right?
Huh, is that so?
Kita lihat. Jadi pelatihan Ganyu.
So here you are.
Why did you come here? Is that so? This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make...
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to... If you're ready, we shall be...
Belajar menjadi adeptus. Nah, cara untuk membidik. Bidik apa? Oh, itu ya. Bidik itu susah ya. Bidik kan nggak bisa sambil lem. Oh, ini kayaknya kurang bagus. Udah apa? Kurang ke atas nih. Pengen Samsung. Nyampe dong. Bukan ya. Kuatnya nih. Gunung Liu itu terlalu tinggi. Up.
Next on the agenda.
Kawan-kawan itu mana? Mana ada? Gua emaknya harus di sini.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Terus kita sisa. Gua harus duduk. Kesana. Oke. Apa yang gue lakukan? Nyari lagi poin itu. Nah, apa itu?
Wow, Ganyu is a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Kok panahnya seperti itu? Ini ngapain?
Next on the agenda, Born of Ice and
Wait.
Frost.
Kita lihat ya ini. Bro. Ini tahu mau lari kan? What can you? Nice. Hey, ini sedikit.
We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepta.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do when...
The training's not over yet. The part
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that he's already waiting for me.
Of course we are. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Ya, ambilnya. Oh, tetap kita ke sini. Oke, mau di sini. kebutuhan sangat. Iya, ada geopuls. Si geopuls. Oh ada nih. Ini. Di atas tuh. Lihat lah ya. Selamat saya. Mood. Dia cepet kan. Udah. Spread. Nah kita buka ya.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Baru dan ke bawah. Ada salju bisa ya? Wah kayaknya nih. Mana ya? Oh sih. Oke deh. Aku makan siapa? Ini enak banget ya. Wah ada sale ini. Jadi Show.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must... Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your...
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true
Yes.
Coba bayangan Ganyu versus Xiao. Wah, makanya pakai Ganyu. Saya kan perhatian dengan Xiao. Wah, pakai lawan konsisten. Cepat juga. Dan kan wah monolit.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Enak banget. Jadi tinggal di mana? Enak banget lagi. Lagi. Oh, panas.
No touching.
Apa itu?
Glaze over.
Wih, kok ada animasi? Oh, jadi kita tuh harus kayak terus. Dia kalau melesetkan
Born of ice and frost.
gitu.
Access denied.
Oh, nambah.
Judgment! Shiver! I'm going in!
Eat this!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Sini.
Blaze over. Born of ice and frost. No touching.
Bentar. Ganyunya konstelasi. Ya.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
Serigala.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of.
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's all.
Pesky visitor? So even...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come up. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle.
I am also one of the Adepti.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow. Straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got everything you...
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old...
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of a person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of...
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you... You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came...
He might sort...
Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not.
Nobody stop... Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin...
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to Juyun Karst and devoting myself to training would... But being questioned by him made me realize that I... But... I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus, I...
Wait.
It's true! Just...
all right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return to...
It's a step in the right direction.
Cari Manik dan kayak kenapa ya karakter Boo tuh menurut gue sulit ditebak. Mereka tuh harus ngeker gitu. Ada mereka bukan loh pikirnya itu kan.
We're finally...
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right! Where do you want to go?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Lah, ini jadi dengan laut, dengan Ganyu gitu. Kemarin-kemarin Spy. Semangat lapar guys.
The sound of the waves and the smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why did...
Well, I used to be so busy.
Huh. It's true.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training.
Is that... It is... I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien.
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for you.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing. The Tien...
What? This grandpa? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. In most people's eyes, I'm just...
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character. Uncle Tien, please.
My apologies. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades.
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should...
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior.
May I trouble you to meet her at Yue High Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problem.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then. To you.
Oke, kemana lagi nih? Salah. Oh, benar.
I don't know why, but...
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I...
My father abusing his status as a member of the Chief...
Don't worry.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but...
So, what can you tell me about...
Where should I start? There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. Without any evidence,
I see. It's not uncommon for...
Well, is there any solution?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy...
Huh?
If I remember correctly... Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals.
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Yes, you're right.
Membantu Ganyu. Oh, di bawah. Orang ini lah.
You can't beat the atmosphere here at Liyue.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. I suppose you're about to place a...
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo, should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life.
What? Ugh. That rascal Dongshan.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent.
Oh.
Huh. Is there anything you'd like...
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his... If you don't believe me, show me his tax records.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit.
Oh, of course. Line by line and...
Di sini kita.
Ah, here That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpet. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making—
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpet—
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu—
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. Thank you for shining a light on this case.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be
I'm afraid I can't go to
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your—
Oh, that's so considerate of—
Ya, emang kamu merepotkan. Jauh. Sini, sini. Oh, yang bikin kapur.
Well, I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but,
Kingsa really is full of...
Hey, I heard that, flying.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me?
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice?
Oh, it's about Second Life.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have...
Of course you... But... I'm not... I only do my woodwork. As for old documents and such, I keep... But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my web. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time...
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's...
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, we won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into... Besides, I can already feel my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
Oh, dikirain intuisi sebagai ini. Ada...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's...
Shine down! You can't run! Everybody stand! Illusion shattered!
Pastinya memproti.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
I think you've had enough.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you were... If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui...
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well...
About to...
Pick berries over there.
No.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly...
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinxa Village is nothing more than a...
Judging by how he's looking at us, it...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of
Fanmu Carpenters, I swear. I only came here...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel... I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly...
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that so...
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much...
No worries. It's always nice to teach...
Let's keep moving towards...
Mana pancingnya? Nah, ada. Tidak. Banyak monster.
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hill churls. Let's show them what we got. Light it up, Boba! Get them! You can't run! There is no escape! Insolent! Teamwork is dreamwork! Now you shall perish! Judgment! Shine down! Punishment! You're toast! Let's light it up! You can't run! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Nice and spiked! Illusion shattered! Shine down! All clear! Wait, let's look around for the invoice.
Oke, sambil lanjut.
This one is an invoice from One Man Restaurant. Some dining... This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Life. We finally found it. Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope...
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction.
Thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life?
Isn't it Huixing from the U? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. I do hope that my business won't be a
Groundless accusations? But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion.
What? Proven guilty?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Time for the finishing blow.
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell...
I'm...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction...
I didn't think you'd find out.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo... He's got his own shit.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this. I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. I must say, your enemy knows you. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father. Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching, that's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, so I decided to use one of your father.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Hoishin's work and family.
Oh, you've helped me so much.
That's not necessary. No.
Then let me treat you to a meal.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first.
All right. We dare not...
Besok. Nah, bisa gitu kan? Kalau ke bawah. Itu cabut.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to...
Truth be
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with...
Oh, no, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at... I can't compare myself to such an outstanding...
I disagree. You're a...
Over the years, I became a mother.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my foot. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. But after all that happened this time,
So, what made you change your...
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her it'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might...
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick.
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue, but I've always regarded it as Huishin. You don't know how important those were. You've made me realize that I share another connection with... They rely on me. Accept me. And...
Oh, of course. You're
That's...
Hooray! Ganyu's...
Even if I've really been supplanted, I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see... I'm afraid that it might have all become a... No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving all...
Masih lapar. Dulu pengen. Sampai kan? Ada sih. Lah. Oke. Sekretaris. Bang, gosip kenapa nih?
Baisha, are you okay? Look who's back.
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are...
Not at all. We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu, we've missed...
That's so kind of you all. Given
we've been praying day and night for you to return to us, you're like an adeptus coming. Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just...
All right. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and I'll take care of the...
Of course. Oh, finally.
Yes. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler.
It's okay.
If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict. To think that I'd gained a human friend out, I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand.
Sure, but are you...
Let's cross that...
Nah. Dapat karakter Ganyu. Oh, nggak bercanda. Tapi kalau ya, enak banget ya. Hey. Gimana kayaknya?